It's an interconference contest here in the Big Apple, New York, as the Knicks play one at home. Mucho gusto, and welcome to Noche Latina on 2K Sports. From the jerseys to the food to the halftime entertainment tonight, a distinctive Latin flavor. This is Kevin Harlan to call the game with our analysts Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Today's game marks the continuation of Houston's road schedule. In the middle of the pack, standings-wise, they're 13 games out of first.
Yeah, and remember, this is the second and final time these teams will see one another, so they're going to want to ensure things turn out a bit differently this time around. I expect them to be as aggressive as we've seen all season.
Oh, for sure. I mean, they'll have to come out strong to get a different result. Losses happen. It's how you respond that really matters in this league. You got to be able to bounce back.
Here's the starting group for Houston. Everly and Harden, they're the backcourt. Marvin Williams is out there with Caspi. And it's Capella in at the center, filling out the middle. Harden can't hit. For New York, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And it's Freak missing. For the New York Knicks, they come in off a good outing against Miami.
And how about the accuracy that was on display from three-point range in that game? They were lethal.
Yeah, splashing those threes as they did really allowed them to continuously deflate that crowd and keep them at bay. Boy, that was a nice road win for them, no doubt.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back. Certainly not the dream start they were hoping for, going 1 for 4 early.
And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Freak's got his second basket of the night.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Here's Porzingis, and again it's New York.
You know, as soon as he recognized the height mismatch, he immediately pulled up for the jumper.
And, Greg, that's just good basketball. Come on, good basketball there. A clean look from that range. He's got to take it. That's now 4 misses on their first 5 attempts. Still trying to find the rhythm and flow here offensively. They've worked hard and created great chances for themselves in this opening quarter.
And if they match that effort at the defensive end, watch out.
Here is Caspi. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Shot clock at 6. Harden, sweet little floater. Harden's got 5.
Now there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Here's Beverly, passes it to Capella. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam, you're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
And that one's good, Freak.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
And now we have a chance to check out Freak here. He's been on a tear. Our break going really to another level, and 11 assists. So much of what this team does revolves around his offense.
Well, his mindset allows him to stack those points up. He wants to carry the load, and clearly he does.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Yes, I had the chance to talk with the head coach for Houston. He said a big part of this game will depend on how well they can slow down Carmelo Anthony. He added with his size and shooting ability, he can score inside and out. We're going to try a couple different coverages and show him different looks over the course of the game to try to keep him off balance. And guys, I guess we'll see how it works. Back to you.
And thank you, Doris. And here's Freak. James Harden getting it to go from deep. And a wide open look for Freak. Drills the three-pointer. Freak's got 15 points.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Capella kicks to Harden. The feed now to Casper. Here's Beverly. Again, the Rockets score.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Good. Porzingis has got his second bucket tonight.
Your heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Here's Beverly. Larry Sanders grabs the miss.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, deterred them from those plays. He's having quite the quarter here, guys. Shooting the ball extremely well.
While we have a quick chance here, let's now take a look at some point guards who have been dead on target from the floor over the course of the past 10 games. Freak, number 1.
And that percentage is what you'd expect to see from your big man. To get it from a guy who spends most of his time on the perimeter says a lot about his efficiency.
He has been absolutely deadly from the field, and that's because he's just as good at creating his own shots as he is at getting shots for his teammates. He knows how to find the open looks.
Here's Hill. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for New York.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum. Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. There's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
Here's Freak, following the score by Josh Smith. Got that one up quick. 26 points for Freak.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
3 of their last 5 makes come from beyond the arc. The defense has to react quicker.
The wide open look here for Anthony. Good, the assist goes to Hill. And the Knicks lead by 18.
It's taken them no time to build this lead up. Great first quarter offensively.
But no time to relax here. They've got to keep the pressure on with the defense, and I think they've got to try to put this one away early.
They retain possession. No good from Lawson.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. They've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. It's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds, and they look strong here in the early going.
It's stolen by Hill. And that's not going to go. And let's take a moment to hear a little bit from Josh Smith about his development throughout his NBA. Kind of hear that growth in his voice, don't you think? And it's interesting to hear Josh Smith talking about getting introspective about himself and his game at this point of his career.
That's a great point there, Kevin. Like he says, he really has grown tremendously as a player, as a teammate, as a man, and just as an adult person in society. And he's become a real credit to our game.
Welcome back, everyone. It's Noche Latina in the NBA as we resume action. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Knicks team out there today.
This is almost like a volleyball game when you watch just how many shots they blocked or altered.
Well, how about this? A lot of side out for them, the way they've swatted shots away. That's a volleyball term, by the way, folks.
Yeah, or handball.
Or handball.
Yeah, either one of the two. They're knocking a lot away.
Yeah.
And so in the game for the Rockets. Lawson out there with Harden. Then it's Williams. Then there's Caspi, and it's Capella in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
The Rockets really having a tough go here. Picked by Williams. Harden outside. That is in there. Lawson with the assist. Lawson's got 3 assists tonight.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Boozer gets the bucket.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. Defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, well, the Rockets coach had some advice for the team over that last break. He said their plan was run their offense through James Harden. Their offense is most effective, coach said, when he is most most involved, and they're looking for total involvement from him for the rest of this game. Being in the position they're in, probably a smart move to go to the clipboard and switch things up while we're still in the first half. Kevin?
Thanks again, Doris. Freak with it, and it's Harden picking him up. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Williams has got his first points of the game. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Freak. He's looking for Williams and finds him.
Now this is just getting ridiculous. They can't possibly keep this up.
Can't remember the last time they missed one. Remarkable shooting here.
And stolen by Freak. Here we go.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. Williams dishes to Harden. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. 14 points for James Harden.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Good. Freak's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for New York.
Once again, the defense letting them get open at the three-point line. That's a major mental mistake there. You've got to get to the shooter.
Harden the pass to Williams. Here's Beverly. No good. Excellent D there from Williams.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle, and that's held true in this one so far.
And Clark, their effort on the glass has given them the advantage, but it's also been the effort in general that's made a difference.
And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here. And now a look at the teams leading the NBA in steals since the All-Star break. Number one, the Knicks.
Kevin, this team isn't ready to give up on the season yet. I mean, they've been after the opposing ball handler every second of every game.
Larry Sanders is checked in for New York. Porzingis comes in for Solomon Hill. J.J. Hickson, he's checked in for Houston.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feeling.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
Anderson with it, and it's Harden picking him up. He's feeling it, and it's Freak missing.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Williams with the steal. Here's Freak. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. Nice shot by Porzingis.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
And Beverly kicks to Hickson. Houston moving it around. And it's Beverly missing.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight.
New York shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe. Anthony's checked in for the Knicks. Augustine comes in for Gerald Henderson. The Rockets also changing it up. Josh Smith, he's checked in for Williams. Brewer comes in for Caspi, and it's Thornton in for James Harden. Here's Freak, and that one's good. Freak's got 12 now in this quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Inside, here's Sanders. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Thornton, no good.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
The pass to Beverly. To the inside. Stolen. And a fast break now for the Knicks. Freak with the ball. And Sanders throws it down.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
I wasn't